Hey there, I'm Christy the Customizer, and this is the Customization Station. Oof, let's try not to trip on things. It is a hot one in the shop today, but I am out here anyway because I'm leaving tomorrow for a relative's graduation, and I want to make them an acrylic nightlight. Fortunately, xTool has sent me some materials, but honestly, I have purchased these same materials from them in the past, but I have not done any of the design or prep at all yet. So I'm gonna bring you with me. Let's head over to the computer. Okay, here we are inside xTool Studio. You'll see my xTool P3 is already connected and ready to start burning, but we don't have any acrylic in there and we don't have a design. So to create a design, I'm going to hop over to my browser and we're going to visit Atomm. Atomm is an AI generative assistant for the xTool Studio. And you can get there by going to atom.com/creative tools/generator/light_sign. And once you're there, you'll see this cute little sign in this 3D world that lets you kind of look around and see what your creation will look like, which is super awesome. You can zoom, you can move things around, and it says that you can double click to edit the artwork. We want to put some different artwork in here. So I'm going to delete this out. And just Command A gives me a select all, and I will click delete. And we're going to see, let's see. Oh, we can change the width and height of the sign. So what if we make it more of a square? Yeah, that's cute. And we can go preview in 3D. There's nothing on it right now to preview, but still, that's super cool. Okay, let's go back and let's think about what we want to add to this sign. There are some nice icons there. Not really what I'm looking for. There's some templates of things that have already been done. Oh, that's a cute hippo. But I want to do my own thing. So I'm going to add my own image. Now, like I said, I haven't done any pre-prep here. So I'm going to go back into xTool Studio and I'm going to let it do the work for me. I'm going to click on AI Make. Let's say I want a simple black and white design that gives the feeling of Eugene, Oregon. It should bring college life, culture, and Eugene history into focus. Click go. If you're having a hard time thinking of how to put what's in your head into words, you can always use another AI model like ChatGPT or Claude or whatever you use and ask it how you would describe what you're thinking to put into AI Make, and it can give you the words. All right, so it's given me this image. It's close. I actually like it a lot. I don't like the UO in the pennant, and I don't really like the E on the mountain. So I'm gonna see if I can change that. So this is better. It's kind of funny that it has that huge duck head there. It is clearly nothing like the Oregon duck, but that's probably good. I like it anyway. Now I'm just going to see if it will remove the E on the mountains. Okay, it looks like it gave us what we wanted. We've got the duck head. We've got the mountain with no E. We've got the river. There's a track at the bottom, sort of. Oregon with the shoes and the trees. I'm going to go ahead and download this to my computer. And now I have a PNG that I can bring in to the other program. Come over to Photo, click Upload, and grab the duck nightlight. Now it wants to know if we want kind of a general line art, detailed line art, or very simple line art. I don't know how this is going to look with simple line art. I feel like we lose a lot, but I do kind of want to do general line art. So I'm going to give that one a try, and notice that it takes 6 credits to generate. I've got 97 credits, so I'm fine doing that. Now we have this slightly less detailed graphic here that we can work with. I'm going to just make this take up the whole thing. I don't want it to come down below that line because that's going to be in the base. So that should be good. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. This looks much more like a track now, so that's good. Let's preview this. That looks gorgeous. I think we're ready to export. I'm going to download this rather than export it to Studio because I want to be able to get back to it easily if something goes wrong. All right. Now I can hop back into Studio and import my design. And you'll see that it has the engraving here and it has the cutout right there. Now, if I ungroup it, you will see that this outline is set to cut and the inside is set to engrave. So it's already set that for you. It has not set the settings to tell it how to engrave though. So I personally like to have my cuts and engraves in different colors. I'm going to make my cut purple and then we'll have my engraves stay black. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to choose my clear acrylic. You'll see that that set my engrave settings and my cut settings. Before I go any further, I need to get it all lined up. But in order to do that, I need to put my acrylic on my laser. All right, we have this on auto mode, so it should put a picture there for us. Let's get this laid out where we want. My material is super wonky, but that's okay. We'll work around it. So I'm going to, if I put it here, it's going to bump into my post. So I'm going to put it about right there. And if I were closer to the edge, I'd angle it in the same angle as my material, but I'm far enough away, it's really not going to matter. It looks like there's still masking on the top, but there's not. We're seeing masking on the bottom. Okay, we are ready to engrave and cut. It's going to engrave first, and then it's going to cut. But I can't have my air nozzle on for both. If I have my air nozzle on for engraving, my engraving won't come out as nice. So I'm actually going to turn off the cut. And then I'm going to open my machine again. And I'm going to remove the nozzle. My nozzle's off. The engraving looks good. I'm not smoking. We're good to go. The time has come to push the button. It looks like the engraving is done. Let's cut it out. This is such an easy step. We are going to take the engraving that we just did and turn it off and come over to the outline, and we're going to turn that on. I want to double check the settings here. 80-25, that looks fine. The engraving was a little too light at first, so I had to change the settings over there. I have not moved my acrylic, so everything should be placed exactly where it was, and we should be able to just close the lid and push the button. Now that that's done, it's time for assembly. And this should be so easy, we don't even need to go up to the office. And that's all it takes to make a quick custom nightlight for someone you love. I hope you had a great time. Until next time, happy making. While we're waiting, you want to hear a joke? Why do graphic designers never get taken advantage of? Because we always know where to draw the line.